Thank you, Moira. Okay, we're going to have Alexis come up and Sterling. But before that, I just want to express my appreciation to be in a city where people appreciate poetry and where there are all kinds of people who have their own understandings of poetry, and they are here tonight, to listen to people celebrate what they're doing poetically. And especially thank you to Curtis Whitecrowd for getting us all together.
Thank you for all coming.
Yeah, the okay, so we're going to, let me see. We just heard, so we're going to go on to Alexis. And so we're going to listen to Alexis and then Sterling.
Good evening, y'all. So I have to share this story. I'm from Macedonia originally, so when I came in, I had the best reading so far I've had at a cafe in the States. The owner, that gentleman in the corner, he is from Bosnia originally, and so he sat down and on the guitar he started playing some Macedonian songs. So that was awesome. So I just wanted to share that and also thank them for inviting us all into their space. And Curtis, this is awesome. Thank you so much. I got 3 for you. This one is called Talking Like Lovers. Like 2 sweethearts on a park bench, I want God to draw near me and kiss me. We'll sit down as lovers and talk about the beautiful face of a rose, tears staining her petal cheeks. He'll ask, do you know who placed them there? Do you know why she's crying? She's crying her beauty. You are just like that. You cry for your beauty. At dusk when the sky is maroon, she forgets that the sun comes back in the morning and folds into sleep. The pain that you feel is dawn, kissing your petals to life, saying the daylight is here. You've been cocooned during the night. Every living creature does this. Sometimes it gets so dark that all you'll hear is thunder. Let your fingers get burned by the lightning. This is loving too. Like the storm, speak your art loudly. Let your voice rattle the ground lovers stand on. Let your heart rattle the cage of this body you've been given. You were given a will, darling. Let that be your weapon. Strike where the earth is dry. Strike where dust speaks through stories. Tell her your story. You were born a star falling, carried your scrolls between your teeth. When you reached the ground, love welcomed you with a bruise. You were not the first love bruise. You still remember the blues made by her kisses. You still taste the ink on your lips. Your lips have known kissing longer than your heart can remember. Remember the first time you practiced remembering this. Love was just a memory you stole from the past and catapulted it into the present. Steal your heart from the past like that when it was still unbroken. Save it from that moment, she'll break it for the first time. Watch this film change. Now it is a clean slate. A valley wiped clear from all the debris of hearts burned to ash. Now ask yourself, would your eyes still find beauty in these tears on the rose's cheeks? Would you still tear and speak such heartful stories? Would you be sitting on this park bench and talking to God like this? This one is recent. I've never read it so far, ever. So, first draft, never read it. Good idea. Let's go. Be human. Be the name that your father gave you. The nickname your mother calls you to sleep with. Be the bone that spreads outward. The pains that rot her teeth, be a bearer. Carry the strength that raises families from the soil you walk on. Be the sadness that watches them wither, be those eyes. The glowing chestnuts that see the face in the mirror each dawning day, and every new curve, every new crease. The brows that wonder now, how long before your hair is gray? How long before you are you no more but a mere memory? Live up to be a memory. When there's just volumes of stories above the dirt on your cheekbones, your last smile engraved under the tombstone, let someone sing your song. While there's still breath on your lips, be the trombone, be the drum, be that violin, some days be the quiet nose of your breathing. Listen, you are so goddamn fortunate to be a witness to all of this carousel. Listen, the music means you're still spinning, close your eyes. The swing means you're carried through all your worries, willing or unwillingly. It means you're lighter than all the torture your beating heart drums about. You'll swim through it. Be true to those beats. Someday, let them be loud enough, as loud as your dreams, punching holes through the walls that were built by your priors. Your family takes a lot of room on your priority list. Be the pen that circles their names. Listen when they say they know everything. They do while they speak. When they're quiet, be the wisdom behind their silence. Be all reason. You'll know what's right, so do it. Be action, the squeak behind the wheel. Your dreams are all dust until you throw some water under their feet. Be that water. Be the hands of that stream. Model your heart's desires to reality. Know this. All you'll ever hear just might be one major conspiracy. All you'll ever see might be a grand trick. When they sell you truth, remember one thing. Every single one of us is her own arbiter of real. So to be human is your only curse or blessing that you've earned at birth. So live up to it. Thank you. This one is the last one. It's the longest poem to ever be written. So cropped up from a single idea. If I had a magic pen. If I had a magic pen that could never go inkless, never lose its trail. If I had a magic pen, a godlike signature like Zeus's lightning. If I had such magic in my hands, I would train it to obey my every command. Always write in cursive. Calligraphy like beautiful, always the truth, though it might be cursed like always with temper. Strive to find peace. I will perfect this piece of art till it was named creation, then sign my name at the bottom, love always. I had a dream once. Cruised through a field of endless stumps was an old woman, hairs grayed with wisdom, every tree trunk told a story. Much like my stored memories, every whisper knew where I was from, how I've gotten here, every shadow followed me. I kneeled and brushed my hand over the raisin-like face of a stump, asked for its name. It said, "Dream bygone." We both mouthed breathlessly, wish I had woken sooner. I woke up hastily. Is it still morning? I've been awaking through the same windstorm ever since I first heard a thunder. I'm not alone dreaming of springtime. I surrender to what is beyond me now and always I surrender. Don't know where I'll wake up today. Don't know what this place is or would I remember. All I know is the dreams that I'm dreaming feel more like truly being awake. Now if it was so, if it only so I could squint hard and imagine harder yet and make a wish. I wish I have a magic pen. I wish I have this magic pen. I wish I had the magic pen. Imagine. I'd write the longest poem, the never-ending poem. Always writing the longest poem. I am realizing sometimes we spend too much time squinting wishes away, not noticing that in this picture frame, our own wishes are making bunny ears behind our heads. Dear somebody, I have ink on my hands. I see that you have some too. Promise you won't let anyone tell you what you can and cannot write to life, what you may or may not be able to do. I'm 25 stumps deep in this field of dreams long gone and dreams achieved. And how about you? A few more and I'll never stop believing that I'll always remain awake while I'm dreaming. Never close my eyes. Never shake my faith that there's magic in this ink. I'll never stop writing. I will never stop writing. sweet as sunlight. There's magic in this pen. Sometimes at night I write the loudest lullabies because I dislike the noise my dreams are weaving. Sometimes I hear the rattlesnake shakes of my frightened bones, so I write an avalanche of stones to cast those serpents back home in darkness. Heartless, Simon says, be born footless, be born with a tail, and I will obey. But if so must be, I'll write me wings and sharp teeth, breathe smoke and spit fire. My lungs scream of feist, and I sign my name dragon-like, cursive. How do you now do you see how beautiful my fierce is? Someday, I may awake to be an empty belly, cracked lips, dry mouth, and endless black holes for pockets. I'll ink me a feast and grow me a tree of golden coins, buy me a bakery. Let the cruel world see that there's never been anything stronger than my will, and I'm willing to get me what I deserve, and I know I've deserved my dreams. Now if fate had a joke in mind and gave me fins instead of fingers, I'll fight to find new ways to write. I'll teach my lips to hold a pen. I'll bend time, space, this world into a page, I promise this. I'd unleash my faith and self till everything from soil to sky was covered in ink. Do you see where each story must begin? Can you tell what each tale must entail, my friend? If I gave you my pen that writes magic, what is the first thing you would write to me? Where would your endless story begin? Thank you. Really quickly before I hand over the mic, I'll just steal a moment. I run an event, it's an open mic, it's every second Saturday of the month, so it's this upcoming Saturday, and it's at In Other Words. This Saturday I have a poet visiting from New York City. She's an awesome poet, and it's free of charge, so if you have time, it's at 7 o'clock at In Other Words on Saturday. Stop by, I'd be very happy to see your faces. Thank you.